Sok szeretettel köszöntök mindenkit. Cipruson vagyunk, ahova a Mind, Body and Spirit Fesztiválra érkeztünk kis tábunkkal, ahol rengeteg érdekes emberrel találkoztunk, akiket igyekszünk a most következő percekben bemutatni.
My name is Elena Michaelidou. I'm the head of Pranic Healing Center in Cyprus, and I'm a professional pranic healer. Pranic healing is working with prana. Prana means breath of life. We absorb this energy from the environment and we distribute it into the chakras, so we can have and maintain our health. We balance our chakras, we remove the negative energy from our energy body, and we maintain a healthy body and mind. This healing comes from Master Choa Kok Sui. He was living in Philippines. He was engineer, and he found out that the therapists during a long time ago, they were dying in a very, very new age, very early. So he decided how to, he experimented in 20 years' time how he can use this prana, this breath of life, so as to be safe for the therapist and for the patient. So he created this technique, and his teachings are all over the world now, and everybody were having more than, he has published 20 books and in different 30 languages. Except from the severe illnesses that is cancer or fever or psychological disorders, they need some more than 1 or 2 sessions.
My name is Anna Zorzou. I'm originally from Athens, Greece, and I'm a yoga teacher. I happen to be a professional basketball player, ending up going to America to play sports in college, and then I got a lot of injuries, and then I was in a lot of pain, not knowing what to do with myself, and I ended up to yoga, and then through yoga I healed my body. I came back to be whole, and I fell in love with it. Yoga Works is a method that incorporates 3 traditional systems. One is Ashtanga, that we take a lot of the flow and the movement. One is Iyengar Yoga, that has a very precise way of teaching the asanas and the use of props. And then the third one is the Vini Yoga, which is more a therapeutic approach. So all these traditional methods come together under the Yoga Work system. It was created in Santa Monica by Ashtanga teachers, Chuck Miller and Mati Ezrati, and they came together and they opened a school and they were teaching Ashtanga, but a lot of people got injured and along the way. So a younger teacher, Lisa Walford, came into the picture, and they slowly created that system that it was more appropriate for the majority of people and safer. I feel that that was the intention when they merged these traditional systems together to make it possible for everybody, any age, any type of body, any health condition, any athletic ability. So anybody can come and do the Yoga Works method and the Yoga Works system. We're welcome, everybody. I would love to come to you in Budapest. It's a beautiful city. I absolutely loved every minute of it. I've been there once before, and I would love to come again for sure.
fantastic. So look at that. They say, listen. They say exactly. They say, listen.
Listen.
Great time to release all your fears. Believe in yourselves and realize, understand, achieve, experience, taste, touch, feel, drink, dream, live the full potential of you and let it flow into your experience, because this is a magnificent time. You can do it. The energy is so high. The energy is so high. You're so lucky to be here. And look at that. Friendship all over. Best feelings all over. All over. Release fear. Release fear. Unity and friendship will be born and be generated. And we'll throw one more card. It says, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Anything is in order. Everything is exactly as it is supposed to be. Enjoy it. Be part of it. Everything is working out for you and everybody else. Always. Always.
My name is Patricia Elizabeth Torres Villanueva. I have an indigenous degree in ritual dancing, and my indigenous name is Coatzin. Coatzin means precious energy of life. And you know, I have been doing this research. I am an anthropologist. I was born in Mexico, and so I have been giving workshops here for the past 15 years. And Francesca, I was here in one of her first exhibitions, and this year we could make it possible for me to be here. And we just finished a nice workshop, and it was very nice because, you know, through our ancient dances, through ritual dancing and the codex and the symbols and everything, people remember, you know, they start immediately remember, oh yes, you know, we have these dances also in Serbia, we have these dances in Budapest, we have these dances in Poland, we have in Russia. So people start bringing back alive their culture, which is mainly my task and my mission through all over the world, is that people go back to their roots and remember their ancestral dances, teaching, and mostly we are very happy in Mexico to have a culture which is alive. Our elders told us, you know, just to relax and wait. So we have waited 500 years, and now is the time for us to come out and teach other people and remember these older teachings. And it has proven very useful for children to learn, you know, the multiple intelligence abilities, and also to act in a different way, interpersonal, now that you know that we have so much bullying at the schools. And for older people, you know, to also, it's like rehabilitation in their brain, because we use both hemispheres with the ancient rhythms, you know, who are very repetitive rhythms. This proves very useful in a way that they become more alive, more energetic, more interested in what is going around them, and like having a new aim in life. These dances have, because there are circle dances, and also these circle dances have to do with the elements, has to do with the seasons, has to do with the day, with the stages of the day. So all of a sudden, you know, they start thinking, I don't know where is east, I don't know where is west, what is it, you know. So they are confronted like with the different attitude towards dancing and towards being together. I like dance very much but I have specialized in rituals. I am social anthropologist, so I am very much into rituals, like for example, marriage, funerals, becoming of age, when the child is born, when the child is 13 years, and in our Aztec calendar, every 52 years, the constellations on the day you were born come to the same place. So for us, being 52 years of age is a very important stage, because you are like newly born, because you will be inhaling exactly the same energy that you inhaled when you were a child, but now you are conscious of it. Now you can take advantage of it. And then when you get to be 104 years old, then you are really an old, elder, a wise person. The main thing is when the elders gave me permission to travel all over the world, they said, help them remember. Help them remember to go back to nature, help them remember their own roots, help them to empower themselves, help them to know that maybe they are missing one of the elements in their lives, you know, probably you are too grounded, probably too much in the air, or probably you lack fire, or probably you need to flow like the water. And that is my message, probably, that you learn, you know, in any stage of your life, how important it is to relate first to yourself and then to others in a very harmonious and loving way.
Rhodonite is like a plaster for your traumas. Yes, it's Michael Ginger, a German crystal therapist. He calls it the first aid stone. Okay, if you can only have one stone with you, like all the time, this would be the one. Okay, because when you have a small wound, like a cut or something, you just put this on it, and there's no trauma. And believe it or not, the scars will be disappearing. Okay? Because scar tissue, of course it's a biological reaction of your body, but scars get ugly when you attach emotion to it. Then it becomes a trauma. That's why these big operations, like in the old days, appendicitis, where they cut open half your belly to get out this small little thing. It was, wow, appendicitis, you're gonna die. Yes. Okay, the scar will be staying forever. Yes. Open heart surgery, and the patient says, "Oh, they gave me a new heart, or they put the bypass, and you know, science is a miracle." You will not see it anymore after a while.
My name is Marilena. I'm from the UK. I'm half German, half Cypriot. I got involved in the exhibition by just visiting it, and I got involved at the end because I fell in love with it.
I'm Francesca, and I've been doing this for the past 13 years. And I'm originally from California, but I've been living in Cyprus for a few decades. Difficult thing to define spiritualist. Definitely have been into things more than the physical. If you want to call it spiritual, then yes, for a long time, practicing yoga, tai chi, meditation. And there were other similar events to this before we started, but then they stopped, and those of us who had been enjoying coming missed it. So I and another woman said, well, let's just do it again. So we started it up again. And also to create a community of people here in Cyprus who are interested in...
I've only been organizing for the last 2 years, but I've been involved for quite a few years, but actually organizing it the last 2 years.
There's much more openness. People are much more ready to find out, to inquire, to look into themselves than when we started. There are many, many more people in the local Cypriot community coming along now than there were when we started. Back then it was mostly foreigners and Cypriots who had lived overseas or who had one parent from somewhere else were coming. But in the last couple of years, there's like a new generation of Cypriots coming up, young ones who are just hungry to find out more.
It takes quite a few months, but for 2 months you need to be running all the time, from day to night, for 2 months. So get everybody in their places, get everybody to de-stress, everybody to just start relaxing, so we can, so we can open the doors for the people. Every year we do well, I think. We find a way to organize it so it goes well.
Okay, I'm going to get a bit feminist here, but for so many millennia, the feminine energy has been suppressed. Mm-hmm. And the males are already kind of in their space with the general society. Mm-hmm. So why would they want to change? They're okay. Whereas women now, with the transition, saying that we have to find out who we are. Okay. So there's more of a deep desire to go deeper, to look into ourselves, to find out what it is that is not working for us as women in a still male-dominated society. Mm-hmm. And I really am happy to see more and more men coming because they need to look inside as much as we do. I mean, we need to work together, men and women, side by side, to come into the new paradigm that's coming, that's here, really.
We have a lot of ideas in head. We're going to expand maybe into other cities or maybe even other countries as well.
Countries as well.
Yeah.
So maybe other slightly different types, different formats.
Other kinds of festivals, but it's all the same, based on the same concept.
We had our weekend on the beach in the summer. Similar sort of mini. We didn't have the exhibitors, but we had people offering primarily yoga classes, I think, on the beach.
We're planning a yoga festival in the summer, I think, that will go through. And there's a few things coming up, upcoming events, except for the Mind, Body and Spirit that's happening in Limassol in March.
We're building this community of people who are interested in holistic health, spirituality, self-development. To our future, we are one, darlings. We are one. That's what I would say. Realize it. And as they say in India, namaste. The goddess in me greets the God and goddess in you. That's what I would say.
My name is Gilly MacKay Dimitriou, because I'm British by birth and I'm married to a Cypriot. And this is my garden. Here we have a lot of things going on. I'm a healer and a feng shui, an energy worker and a feng shui consultant. And because I have this beautiful big house and large garden, I've started to hold other people's seminars and workshops as well as my own. And I've changed 2 of the rooms into treatment rooms. So now we have massage therapists as well. And this week we've hosted a crystal expert, Vervliet, and also numerologist, and Zoltan, who is a psychic and energy healer, and also a Sultan tarot card reader. So we've had an extremely interesting week. It seems to be mostly by word of mouth that people come here. I haven't really started marketing. I'm not sure whether I ever would. But people come to me for energy healing, and also I go to their houses for feng shui to look at the energies, see why people are getting sick or why they can't sleep at night, why the children may be disturbed or hyperactive. If it's an energetic cause, maybe I can help. And slowly I managed to change the basement of our house, which was really a family storage area, into a seminar space for workshops and healing work, and has also a healing treatment room. And because I'm not using it all the time, it makes sense to allow other healers and other teachers to also use it. Sometimes people need more than just a treatment. They need actually a supportive environment for a week or so. And this has happened rather informally in the past, when somebody really needed a lot of help. That I invited them and they stayed for a week or 2. But also because now the family have grown up and left and got their own flats. We now have empty bedrooms that we can now use as bed and breakfast accommodation, not just for people who want to come for healing, but people who want to enjoy this beautiful, peaceful atmosphere, especially people who love animals, because we have collected quite a few. We must project to other people what we want to attract to us. So if we want to have love, we must project love. If we want to attract wealth, then we have to give. If we want people to support us and look after us, we must support and look after other people. And not just the people that we want to give it in return. It doesn't work that way. You give love and support and attention to even a cat or a dog from the streets, and it will come back to you from other sources. And money, the only way to have wealth and prosperity is to give, give, give.